Back. Well, the answer to our tease before the break is online security. A group of cybersecurity stocks hitting a new all-time high today. That is one of the many cybersecurity ETFs. The House Committee on Homeland Security holding a hearing on cybersecurity tomorrow. Executives from Palo Alto Networks and others testifying on the best way for the public and private industry to work together to combat cyber threats. So let's talk about the hearing and what may come out of it. For more, let's bring in Palo Alto CEO Nikesh Arora, along with Tennessee Congressman Mark Green. He is chair of the Homeland Security Committee. Great to have you both on. Nikesh, I want to start with you. What's the goal here? What would be the best possible outcome for Palo Alto Networks out of these hearings?
Well, thank you for having me on. I think, look, it's not just for Palo Alto Networks. I think it's for the entire cybersecurity industry. The goal needs to be more sharing, more understanding of what threat AI brings to all of us, both in terms of the opportunities to do cybersecurity better, but also in terms of some of the newer challenges that are going to come out of this. And I appreciate Chairman Green and the entire committee making their way to California, because this is where it's all happening right now. People are talking about all kinds of agentic AI, how AI agents are going to start helping us manage things, how AI is going to become sort of critical and core to every company out there. And as the more he and I have chatted about this, the more it becomes important, like we like to say, secure by design. Start with the fundamental principle that this stuff needs to be secure. Don't focus your time on sort of what happens after the fact. Don't focus on compliance. Focus on how to get it right the first time. So I think really exciting that he's here, and really excited that he's going to get a lot of input and feedback from many, many, many players.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of feedback, Chairman and Congressman Green. So with that in mind, where are we now? And where do we need to go as an American industry?
Yeah, I see a lot of problems out there. Obviously, the sophistication of the attacks, 150% increase from China just in 2024. We've got a workforce shortage. So we're out listening to what does it take to prepare the cyber workforce, and how can government be a partner in that? Government is siloed in its protection of itself. You know, the .com or the .gov domain is very siloed, and then our compliance, our regulatory stuff gets more in the way. So we're out here to listen and basically turn that information sharing into action. We want to make sure that the things that we're doing are helping and not hurting, and that's why tomorrow is so important.
Yeah, that is, listen, with all due respect to Congress, both members, Nikesh, sometimes the rules can have impacts that nobody sort of foresees or thinks about, and maybe can be a net negative on the industry. If you or your colleagues were to shape what Congress needs to do here, what's the right level of regulation versus the wrong level, which may be overregulation, which maybe hamstrings the Palo Alto Networks of the world?
Well, I think, look, the important part is education and creating a sense of urgency. I think it's important that everybody understands that this is not like it used to be before. Now, we were able to simulate a cyber attack in 24 minutes. Things that used to take days now can be simulated in 24 minutes. A company can be attacked, or perhaps a local entity, government entity can be attacked in 24 minutes, and ransomware data extracted, and the response times are woefully inadequate. So making sure everybody understands that the problem is changing, the opportunity to go do that right and figure out how to make sure everybody's sort of on deck to get it done. Yes, I totally agree that we don't need the government to tell us how to solve the problem. I think we need them to make sure that the right light is focused on the problem. People are actively engaged together to solve the problem. And to the extent that Congress can get educated in that regard, so they are making the right moves as opposed to the wrong moves. Like, you know, Chairman Green and I might disagree that I think that we don't have a talent shortage. We have a problem of automation. Right? The more we can automate, the faster we can react. You know, so we will have a robust debate, as you can see, where we're going to try and encourage the committee to look at things slightly differently.
I like it. The shot. It's like the McLaughlin Group back in the day. I just dated myself with that reference. So Chairman Green, you respond to Nikesh. Well, there are things you agree on, but there are things you don't necessarily agree on.
Yeah. Well, I think we both agree that government overreach, compliance requirements is weighing down actual cybersecurity. So one of my initiatives is to identify those areas where the government is asking for compliance when it doesn't need to, and contradicting itself even. Now, I would say that with 500,000 empty cybersecurity jobs in America, I think we do have a cyber workforce shortage. But I know his argument is we'll solve it with technology. And that certainly is true. AI is going to help cut into that need massively, and so I'm all for that. But with your local cooperative power company in Tennessee attracting people when there's 500,000 empty positions out there, it's difficult. And so we responded to that with the Pivot Act. It's a scholarship program for young people and even mid-career folks to transition, get a cybersecurity degree, and then go to work for the government.
Very quickly, Nikesh, will we need software developers in 5 to 10 years, or will AI do it all?
Look, there's going to be a balance. There will be a human in the loop at some point in time. Chairman Green and I were just talking about, what if AI agents go rogue? Where is the kill switch? How are we going to make sure that whatever tasks we give agency to AI to act on our behalf, that we have a mechanism to retrieve that, we have a mechanism to monitor that, we have a mechanism to be able to remediate that. So I think there's a lot of work still needed. Now, this debate has always happened every time there's been a technology inflection point. We always worried about the jobs that we will lose, not about the opportunities it's going to create. So I think there are going to be as many opportunities created by AI as perhaps redundant tasks that will be eliminated. So I'm excited. I think there'll be room for people to do a lot more stuff from a technology perspective. Is it specifically a developer? Probably. It may be somebody else.
Listen, I hope you guys figured out. I'm still waiting for the 10 grand. I sent this guy in Nigeria a check because he said he was in jail. I still haven't gotten my money back, so I'm kind of waiting on that. Nikesh,
a big fine.
Chairman Mark Green, serious topic. Guys, we appreciate it. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Love the desk. All right.